door sales before starting with the solar industry.
Yeah.
Now, for the last couple of months, I want to say, or at least 6, 7 weeks, we've been doing appointment setting for a different company, and we got certified as sellers already. So we're looking
Sorry,
forward to.
you cut out for a second. Could you just repeat that again?
I can't hear you.
Hello? 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 Can you hear me?
I can
Yeah,
hear you
here
now.
now.
Awesome, awesome. Sorry about that. You cut out for a sec. I didn't hear you. I didn't
Lost
get
you again.
Hello?
All right, there you go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, I mean, sorry, I didn't hear what you said because I was cutting out, I guess. So you said you're doing door-to-door sales and then you transitioned to solar. And yeah, how long have you been in the solar for?
I would like to say what?
I don't know.
Uh,
Not too long.
Not too long, bro. About like 2 or 3 months, roughly.
And which market do you operate out of?
I was doing California and Florida.
And you guys, if you're selling to both states, I assume you guys sell virtually.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And why did you only choose California and Florida? Is there a particular reason why, or do you only have installers in those states?
Only sellers in those states.
Fair enough. I mean,
Now
obviously,
we have already switched to a different company where we are certified sellers. And these company, I don't know if you heard of it, is Power. So they have a
yeah, I
huge
know power.
they
Yeah.
have a huge network. So now it's more than just those two states.
Yeah, in fact, we have a couple clients who work for power, and yeah, since basically what we do here at Pix Perfect, they say hypothetically you work with us, we handle your entire lead generation and appointment setting process. So all you'd have to do is sit on the virtual meeting like this and just close the deal, outsource the rest to us. You know, we'd handle the lead generation, we get you the utility bill, settle the whole appointment, make sure that they come to the appointment, and yeah, that's literally what we do here. Like,
We're currently working in Texas, right?
Yeah, right
And
now we're based in Texas.
Mhm.
So I mean, like I said, we're not limited to virtual
yeah, of course.
or actual physical appointment.
Yeah.
Of course, I mean, I'd say, in my opinion, like, just before I go into any demo deck or whatever, is that we should avoid Texas. Texas is like extremely competitive for solar. That's what I've heard from the market, especially that it's very hard to advertise solar in Texas. So if you were to market online, right, obviously since you sell with power, you should sell to like how many states that do power cover? You should obviously sell to most of the states, right?
Yeah, roughly. I've seen roughly about 20, 25 of them. There is some areas in the
Yeah,
Midwest.
they do cover like 25.
Yeah,
Yeah,
some around
we'd
25.
like target 25 states, and since you already have a broader audience and stuff like that, getting results for you guys will not be an issue because you have a wide audience, right? So it wouldn't cost you as much to get in front of potential prospects, right? Say,
Right.
for example, if we work with somebody on the county level, then there's a lot of aggressive competitors, and that's when it gets hard to like stand out. And because it's all about, in the end of the day, who pays more money is gonna get the better result, right?
Right.
Yeah. So just before we get into any conversation, right? I just have a favor to ask you, that guys. Is that all right?
Yeah.
So at the end of this call, there might be a few ways this can go. You feel like this is something that's gonna work. You like me, sure, we can set you up and get started. Or maybe you think I'm an idiot and don't think it's gonna work for you. I just want you to know that there's no pressure. You can say no, that is completely fine. You're not gonna make me cry at the corner of my office, right? But all I ask you to say is that I don't want you guys to say I want to think about it, because we both know what think about it means, right? It usually means no. I'm sure you had people show up for your free quote or or any type of meeting that you had in the past, and they said I'm gonna think about it, and they never came back to you, and you just waste your time following up with the prospect, right? So does that sound reasonable that we just end this call with a yes or no? Can we agree on that?
Sure.
Awesome. That's great to hear. So I guess my next question is, since you guys started in the solar industry, right? How have you been getting in front of solar prospects?
How what? I'm sorry.
what have you been doing to get in front of solar, like to what have you been
Well,
doing to get in front of potential prospects?
right now, or door to door is the only thing we're doing right now.
Mhm.
And how's that going for you? Do you like what? Do you think there's anything that can be improved with it? Do you like how it's going so far?
Not at
It
all.
goes real slow. It's real slow. You know, you can only walk so much in a day, and in the schedule where there's people actually going to be in their houses. So yeah, you can only do so much. That's the reason why I want to switch to getting more and more leads.
So I guess, yeah, I mean, I guess the problem right now is that, yeah, it's time consuming, right? So you're just
Mhm.
looking to get some predictable, consistent, and scalable source of leads without having to like, spend so much of your time, right? Because time is also money, right? So it's depending how you value those two things, right? Um,
No, like I said, you can only see so many people walking on the street. You know, you can only see so many, and that takes time. If the day was longer, maybe we would walk more. You know, but
yeah, yeah, especially now,
yeah,
sun goes down quite early, or still it was less earlier now, but it still goes down relatively early. So you don't have enough sunlight to go meet, and
there's
especially I
no
guess
real
you guys work
like I
together.
said.
It's only you two, right? You don't have a team of door knockers, right? As well.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So you're not going to be able to cover that range. And especially if you're selling on power and you can sell on all 50, like 25 states, like you guys can't travel within states and door knock, right? So the best option for you guys, honestly speaking, would be to market your business online through Facebook and Instagram ads, and that's what we do here, right? So I guess when you guys first went into the solar industry, I assume you guys had some grand vision for it, right? I guess my question is, like, are you as far as you are in the industry journey as maybe you're hoping you'd be right now? Or,
absolutely not.
Nah,
and where would that be? Where's that goal for you?
We're looking to generate or at least to be closing a good amount of deals a month. I'm going to say somewhere between 8 and 10 to get the ball rolling, you
hmm
know. And I mean, I see myself eventually with a sales organization where there's a couple hundred people in it. I already have a few people in mind that I want to bring into my organization, right, and grow exponentially.
Fair enough. I mean, I appreciate that. So I guess my next question here is, okay, let's say we help you with getting your leads, getting your consistent flow of leads and appointments. Things start to work. At what point? What's your goal? Where do you ultimately want to get to, like on the grand schemes of things?
I'm not quite getting the question.
So you're saying you're starting right now. You want to scale up to getting your own sales org, right? So what is your ultimate goal with that?
I think the goal would be to become citizens, bro. That's the main goal, to prove the government that we make money and therefore they may want us in this country. You know what I'm saying? Especially in Texas.
Fair enough.
That's the goal. You know, for them to want us, so that we can come and go, bro. That's the main goal.
Are you guys not American citizens? Just a question.
We're not.
We're not, man. We
And
already are in the process of doing some stuff, but they want income and we want income, and that's pretty much the goal, man. Right now, we need to
I'm
make
just
money.
curious, like,
Mhm.
how does the process work, like in terms of like immigration, especially for like I assume you guys are Mexican, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you in the
So
States?
no, I'm not in the States. I'm in Europe. I
it's
work abroad
it's
within
very
the
simple,
American
man.
market.
It's actually very simple. Is you making money? Yes. Okay, we want you. You ain't making
For
money? We don't want you.
for us Mexicans, they don't want Mexicans. If you're like Venezuelan or something else, they
Hmm
have problems for them. For us Mexicans, we're like the bad neighbors. So they're just like,
Yeah.
you know what? Either you're making good bread or you're not a good fit for us.
And
Yeah, so
it's
I'm
kind of
just like, how are you guys you guys in America right now, right? So you
indeed,
guys
yeah.
have like some sort of visa, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
And they let you like make money using that visa as well, or
Uh,
They let you make money when you get an ITIN, which is like the tax number.
mm,
So, like I said, as long as you're making bread, they want you here. So the
fair
more
enough.
you make, that's the way it works. It's all about money, and we are doing this because it's all about the money, right? It's all
Exactly.
about it.
You're in the right industry. You're right.
Yeah, that's the reason why I mean, before you, of course, we talk with more people I don't want to disrespect you, right? But yeah, I mean, no, what's up?
Sorry?
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, we talk with some other people to see like what we can do with what we got, and main goal, of course, is to make more and more money. Maybe the first, I mean, like my brother said, let's see if we can do at the very least 8 to 10 deals this month, right? And then grow up. We need to get the machine rolling. You need to get the club work going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. I mean, to get to that 8 to 10 mark, right?
Hmm.
You just need the volume, right? You kind of need to force it to happen, and that's why we're on this conversation today to see how we can get that volume for you, right?
We need the volume because we are more than how you say uh we're more than willing to put in the hours. But like I was telling you before, the day needs more hours for us. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why we need the volume.
Yes, of course. I mean,
Hmm.
volume. I always say this to everyone: volume always negates luck. If you put in the volume, put in the time, you force it to happen. Basically, like there's
Yeah.
no such thing as luck, right? So, anyways, moving forward, I'm Abdullah. I'm the head of Pixel Perfect, and my brother is also he's my partner. We work on this together, just like how you guys work together. Like we work on this Pixel Perfect project together, and we aspire to grow a business by harnessing the power of the internet. I'm the head of business operations and marketing, a master's graduate at the University of Essex in England, and that's why I'm here in England right now. I just finished my master's degree, right? And my brother is the head of client relations. He's an NYU graduate, the data science and economics double major. And by profession, he's a strategy consultant for high profile clients in the Gulf region, right? And along with us, we have a whole in house team, right? A marketing team, a graphic design team, and a legal team. So working with us, you're working arm in arm together. You're working with us personally, and nothing's outsourced to some cheap subcontractor, right? This is all done in house. This is actually a family business, right? All right. So we've served the solar industry for over a year now, working with multiple clients in multiple states. And these are the results we've been generating so far. We've managed over $15,000 in $15,000 in ad spend on $5 to $30 leads and an average 35 40% average lead to appointment ratio. Right. So we got two testimonial videos here. Would you want me to play one of them?
Yeah, for
Sure.
sure.
Sure. All right.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Today I would like to thank a lot the guys from Pixel Perfect, Ember, Abdullah. You guys do an amazing work. The commitment you guys have with making our business a profitable business is amazing. Also, doing the follow up with the clients and everything. By the way, I am in Dominican Republic in the Caribbean. You guys are in Europe and very far away from me. And the business we are working with is in the States. So this wireless connection that we are having is amazing. So keep up, guys. I see that you guys are gonna get very far because you're doing an amazing thing, and just the commitment is the most important. Okay. So thank you so much for your support and for your commitment with our business.
Yeah. So that's one of our tests. Would you like to watch the other one, or do you want to just skip ahead and move forward?
Yeah, we can move forward, bro.
Yeah, we can move forward.
Hmm.
All right. So as we see, the solar lead generation market is super saturated, right? Everyone's offering the same things, the same strategies. There's not really much of a difference as to how you can approach solar lead generation, right? It's all about getting that predictable and scalable source of lead generation, right? Whether you do telemarketing, whether you do ads, whether you do door knocking, it's pretty saturated, right? But the only difference that we see here is through the execution behind how you do it. And that's how we aim to be different, is through those intricacies, right? And this is what we call our battle-tested pixel perfect launch system, which consists of a 5-step client pipeline system, which will generate you high quality appointments ready for you to close, right? And this consists of 5 steps: the engagement revamp, the targeted advertisement, the pre-qualifying survey, the virtual client concierge, and then we'll book it directly into your calendar. Now, in the following slides, I'll go into more details into the next steps, right? So we'll begin by revamping online presence to set strong foundations for the upcoming marketing push, and this is what we call an engagement revamp. So what this essentially is our engagement potion. So before we believe here at Pixel Perfect that before you want to market any product online, before you want to start any lead generation, is the most important thing to do is to establish your brand presence, because you want to create, once you have that warm audience, right? Once you establish your presence and have an audience of people, you can literally sell anything you want, right? And that's why a lot of people, like a lot of, people, so influencers have a personal brand, right? It's because they have a lot of they have a lot of influence. They're able to sell anything they want online, right? And the same thing, same principles apply here, even in solar, right? You need to have that. You need to have a personal brand of somewhat, so you have an audience, which will create you that inbound source of traffic, right? Before you want to start doing any sorts of lead generation, you basically have that social proof, right? Moving forward, we run targeted advertisements to generate you exclusive leads. So we simultaneously test three creatives, both photo and video creatives, right? And we optimize between three different target audiences, and obviously whichever audience performs the best, we'll push it further for the algorithm. And all these graphics are designed in-house, meaning that it gives us a competitive advantage because we're able to we're able to outcompete the market. Because if say your ads are not performing as much as well as we expected it to, go, we can completely revamp the entire thing within the next 24 hours, because there's not a huge chain of people working for us. This is a complete in-house business, right? Usually we all live together. So, I can just look at my brother, I'll be like, hey, like, it's not doing well, change, right? On the side, these are some examples of some previous creatives that we made in the past. Furthermore, we'll use a lead form to filter your leads and ensure high quality, because lead filtering is key. You can get a lot of leads, but it's not about the quantity, it's always about the quality. And how to get that quality, you may ask, is about asking the right questions. So on the lead form, we ask three key qualifying questions, like are they a homeowner or not? What is their average utility bill? And what is their average credit score? Right. And what this essentially does for you is creates you the most efficient sales process, because you don't want to waste our time on bad leads by calling them up and following them up and further qualifying them. Nor we wouldn't want to send you any bad leads, because then it'd just be a waste of your time, right? And that's why it creates you that efficient sales process, right? Moving forward, our virtual client concierge will follow up with these new leads and nurture the existing ones, and we'll immediately call the leads upon submitting the lead form, because here at Pixel Perfect, we believe that the key here is the speed to lead. The faster you reach the lead, the more likely they're going to convert for the appointment, and keep that appointment to lead ratio high, right? Because, for example, like a lot of people, maybe they're in the toilet, doing the business, and they're scrolling through Facebook and Instagram, and they click on your ad, right? After a couple like minutes, they forgot what they looked at online, right? And that's why you need that speed to lead. You need to be able to call them as soon as possible to make sure that they remember who your brand is, and remember that they want that solar quote, and to convert them into. And not only do we call them up within 1 to 5 minutes, but also we follow up with them on a consistent and systematic basis. And we also verify their details and further qualify them on their roof conditions, whether they have trees covering the roof, what type of house they have, like single family house, of course, and then we verify their credit score, obviously the average utility bill, and whether they're homeowner or not, and their address, right, before we send them out to you, right? Because what we want to focus on here is basically just quality, right? And then on the back end, we have an automated email, SMS, and voicemail campaigns just to nurture these existing leads, to make sure that they remember who you are, remember your brand, to make sure that, like once, say, suppose someone submits a lead form, right, they're gonna get an instant message saying, "Oh, it's me from," like, client name, right? So they know that you were calling from your brand, right? And at the same time, we also have voicemail campaigns, SMS campaigns to remind them for their appointment timing, because obviously we want to make sure that the no-show rate is extremely low. So that means you have to consistently follow up with them with a call, with the SMS, with the voicemail, and also an email, right? And then after that, our client pipeline system guarantees you highly qualified appointments through two stages of lead qualification, right? The first one being the pre-qualifying survey, and the second one being with the virtual client concierge, because we obviously call them, verify the details, and further qualify them, and then we book it directly into your calendar. Just to recap on what we do, we generate high quality appointments ready for you to close through our 5-step client pipeline system. And we pair the scalable system with a calculator to reverse engineer your range state. So we track down all your metrics, your cost per lead, your cost per appointment, cost per acquisition, and then we define targets to work towards, right? And because once we know all your metrics and how much a lead costs, how many appointments cost, and how much acquisition costs, right? We can basically reverse engineer from there to know how much it costs you to get that 8 to 10 closes a month basis, right? And basically, what this does for you is optimize you for success, right? And some tactics to grow some, grab some low hanging fruit. We have a database reactivation campaign. So if you have an old list of leads, we can re-nurture them by using SMS and email campaigns. And we'll just use some templates, just simple stuff like that, just to grab their attention and make sure that they book an appointment for you guys, right? And we also have a Google review score boost. So once we establish your brand online, and once we get a couple leads, and once you get a couple closes, we'll incentivize those prospects to submit a 5-star review for you on Google to ensure that you have the brand visibility and presence, and obviously gain competitive advantage. Because if you have higher Google reviews than your competitors in your area, people are more likely going to go solar with you when they search solar near me. And not only that, it will also reduce the buyer's remorse, because a lot of people, when people have buyer's remorse, they like search about solar online, search your company, stuff like that. So any little small thing or any little detail will help you in the long term. All right. So bring it all together. That's what you get: the ad system, design team, the automation software, the survey, the calculator, and the campaigns. Any questions so far?
No,
I don't think so. So not so far.
I don't think so. No.
Fair enough. Fair
Mhm.
enough. So key points: we're an appointment setting agency. We'll generate unique leads. We'll qualify the unique leads. We'll book these appointments directly into the calendar. And most importantly, these are all exclusive. They're done under your brand, and this data will be completely owned by you. Right? So moving forward, these are two ways we propose to work together. We have a flat 1,500 monthly retainer with your return on investment guaranteed, meaning if we don't make your money back within the first month, we will just return you your service fee, or we work for you for free until you start making your return back, right? Then we have option two, which is a pay per qualified appointment, which is 150 per qualified appointment. And that would just, and these are obviously appointments which are qualified and confirm that you sat them on the appointment. That's the only appointments that would charge you for. And for option two, you require an upfront 5 appointment deposit. And both options, if you pay today, you get a discount. And just a note, both these options require a minimum of $100 a day of ad spend, which will be billed directly to Meta to cover your marketing costs, because obviously we're marketing these these ads under your brand, and this is for your company, right? This is just the industry standard. Any questions?
Mm, can I screenshot these real quick?
Sure, sure.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
All right. No questions so far.
All good.
So what options would you prefer? Right, that's what it comes down to.
All right.
Yeah. 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 I like that.
I like the option two, to be honest with you. I totally like the option two. Um, to say if we were to go ahead and shoot on it as of today, it'd be like $450.
No,
Um,
it'd be 750 for 7 appointments instead of
oh, okay.
700 for 5 appointments, right?
Right. Okay.
Then only after the seventh appointment will bill you 150 per appointment, right? And these are obviously billed weekly, and you have to confirm that they're qualified, right? And
Right.
obviously that's considering that we start today, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
When can we start then?
Would it be crazy to start right now?
It would,
It
yeah.
would. Yeah.
Some sort of would. I don't have a, because it would be $700 for the ad spend, and then about $800 for the leads. I mean,
So
for the
basically,
appointments.
the $750, obviously you pay up front with $100 a day of ad spend. That's be billed directly to you to your credit card or whatever debit card you use. That's done through
Mhm.
Meta, so you don't pay this to us upfront, right? This is just billed directly to you. You know,
I've I've run ads on Facebook before myself, and I know they take about a week or two to bill you. So
yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like exactly,
yeah.
it's charged to you like in incremental periods, right? We don't have control over that. That is completely between you and Facebook.
Hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think you are the most knowledgeable person that we've talked to so
Thank
far.
you.
I actually like what you're doing. Uh,
I genuinely love myself option two.
Yeah,
I totally do.
yeah.
But we don't have the capital right now. But we're looking forward to close a couple of deals before doing what we're doing right now.
Hmm.
And as soon as we have the money, we'll definitely get a hold of you again.
We see it as an investment, but we don't have to steal all the capital for this investment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of
There was
course.
there was this guy that was telling us about doing it for 100, right? 115 to get us the leads, but we'll have to do another part of the job. That's what I'm saying. I like this one. I like you the most. I like you the most. I still don't have all the capital to start. I We want to get the capital to start because we know that this is going. This is like a snowball. You know what I'm saying? As it
As
goes,
as soon as you put the first $1,000 on it, the rest of it will flow.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
If you don't mind me asking, how much capital do you guys have, like in terms of investing in ads right now?
I'd say we'd be running somewhere about $500 out of pocket right now.
Yeah, honestly. Your cut us lacking because it's February, man.
Yeah.
January and December were not so good.
They're very, very
Very,
low.
very,
I
very
mean
low.
that's fair. I mean, $500, that's just gonna, what's it called? It's
Mhm.
not gonna have much effect, right? It's
Yeah.
like burning your money. You have ran ads before, so I wouldn't advise putting $500 up for ads.
People is how you say it, especially adverse to the option of solar on winter months. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Whenever it's cloudy, everyone's be like, well, it's too cloudy. Why do I want the solar for now? And it's especially hard to get people to convert to solar, right? And it's getting especially difficult in here.
Now, let me
That's one of the reasons why these few months been kind of hard. So that's what we want to put in more money. You know, we want to put. We
yeah,
know
of
it's an
course.
investment.
You just gotta wait for the right time, right? You need to
Yeah.
let me ask you a question. So let's say that I somehow gather these $750 that I need for the first 5 appointments or first 7 appointments. I can give you a call, send you a limit, whatever, get in touch with you, schedule that, and then if I run out of those $750, wait a couple weeks, get more money, and then call you again, and we can work on that way.
Sorry, Mike. I'm kind of confused. With the
So
$750 with the first 5 appointments, right? It's only for the first 5 appointments, right? After that, that is after the first five, every appointment that we send you, right? Um, that would be we charge you for it, basically, right? We won't charge you in bulk, basically. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay. So, let's say I gather the 750 and we set up the 5 appointments, right? Or the 7 appointments, right? That's
Yeah.
like the beginning of the deal,
Yes.
right? And then I'm gonna tell you, you know what, Dula, let's hold off for a couple of weeks before you send me more leads or more appointments.
Yeah, I mean, we're generating this using your ads manager. That's why we ask for the $100 a day of ad spend. So you have complete control of whether when you want to stop it and want to continue it, right? So once you get the first 7 appointments, which is credited for that first 750, right? If you want to stop, that's completely up to you, right? We're not tying you down to a long-term contract. We want to work together here, right? Yeah.
Every appointment after that is going to be $150, right?
Yes.
Okay, I
Yes.
get it now. I get it now.
Yeah. So
Now
we
let's
want to
say
go with that.
I just read it says pay per appointment, and honestly I think it would be great that like once we get to
Yes.
sell more, we get the fixed retainer, but like eventually,
that's what I was about to ask you. So
Mhm.
let's say I have already done some money, and now I can run my keep my clock running. I can switch to the fixed retainer, right? Anytime.
Yeah, so what we do is after the first month, once you learn how we work and see what option works better for you, after the first month, then you could switch between option one, option two. After that, it's fixed.
All right.
Mhm.
All right. All right.
Okay.
Hey man, I'm
I
really
agree.
looking forward to work with you. Absolutely. Like I said, it's just that we don't have the capital right now, but we'll
Mhm.
definitely uh, give a holler at you once we're ready for it.
Yeah. Let's say
No
let's
worries.
say let's say it's a yes, but not just for the moment. Give us time. Give us time. We like what you do. We like what you're
No
saying.
worries. No worries. I completely
Mhm.
understand.
Yeah,
right?
like you said. I mean, like I told you before. I feel like you're the most knowledgeable person to the moment, and that's the reason why you have your um rate. You know what I'm saying? You know what you're doing. I can see that you know what you're doing, and that's the reason why you got your rate. The problem is that we don't have the capital right now, but we do wanna, like, we wanna do it.
Yeah, I mean, can you hear me?
Yo,
Sorry, I
yeah,
think I'm frozen. Oh, no, I'm not frozen anymore. So when would you say the best time? Say we schedule a follow-up call, right? I'll schedule it on the Google Calendar. When would you say the best time would be
I
to
was
start?
going to
Like,
ask you. Don't take debit credit cards, right?
for what? Sorry.
For the payments.
Maybe they use a
I mean,
new wallet.
whatever option works with you, right? If you want
Okay,
to
okay, okay,
use a
okay.
credit card,
Fine.
we can use credit card. If you want to use debit, we can take debit. Like, I just send you a payment link, right? And then I get the payment, right? If you guys if you guys really want to work with us in the future and still want to have the same rates, right? Because obviously after some time, we're gonna have more demand as usual, and obviously we have to increase the barriers, right? What we can do here, if do you guys mind putting down like $100 deposit so we can lock in your offer for the 150 per qualified appointment, and then also we'll give you the 7 appointments for 7 appointments for the price of 5.
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to hold off right now, brother.
Yeah,
Honestly, yeah.
yeah, we're
No
gonna.
worries, no worries. But when would you guys like to schedule like a follow call or something like that?
I'm thinking I'm thinking of paying off my credit card and then use that towards the
I think we'll have to use mine.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
I'll have to use mine.
we have to figure it out some
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
We can get this done quick, right?
Mhm.
But
We're gonna put in the work. Very likely, it's gonna
Yeah, I
take
mean
us.
you can put it
Uh,
down onto your credit card.
we're go- la- la- we're gonna put in the work. Very likely, it's gonna take us about what, a month,
I would
maybe
like
a
to say
month and a
two
half.
weeks, 3 weeks. But we can like I said, try to move everything faster
Yeah.
so we can get this done quicker.
No worries. I mean,
Mhm.
you have my number, right? As soon as you
It's
guys,
Yes,
gonna take,
yes.
like we said before, it's gonna take a little more time because now we gotta go door to door again, and maybe ring some phone calls and that. So it's gonna take a
no
little
worries,
time.
The
no
the
worries.
one
I
you
mean,
the one you send me the link on, is that your number?
yeah, that's my number.
Okay. All right. I'll keep this here. Like my brother said, we'll have to go back do door to door. I have a car I may sell and use that money towards it,
Yeah.
or do something else, bro. Get some money out of the freaking rocks if necessary.
Yeah. We're gonna be moving rugby. We're gonna get that money, man. We want to invest it. We already know
Now, like you
how
said,
hard this
I
is
don't
gonna
even
be.
want to make you waste your time on schedule something like follow up because I don't know when. If I tell you 3 weeks, it might be before that. It might be after that. I'm not sure, but I'll
Mhm.
Yeah,
definitely
of
keep
course.
on.
Whenever you're ready, man. Whenever you're
That's the
ready,
reason why I
I
said like a
have
month.
I
Maybe.
have I have
you
your
always
number.
be welcome. No, we'll wait.
Es que agarraste el teléfono, güey, por
Yes,
ver here. Use
sorry,
this.
my fault.
Yes,
Yeah, I
sir.
was freezing for a sec. Oh yeah, no worries. You have my number. Whenever you guys are done, whenever you're ready to pull the trigger, just send me a message and we can sort everything out.
All right, appreciate you, my
All
man.
right,
Thank you
man.
very
Hey,
much.
thank you, brother.
I appreciate you guys' time. Have a good luck.
Have a good day.
Good luck with door knocking.
Question.
All right.
I just have a question.
Yes.
I think the word was. I'm gonna ask you. You Muslim?
Yeah, I'm Muslim. I'm Muslim. Yeah.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Alaykum salam. You guys also Muslim?
No,
No,
no, but I know about that stuff. No, no.
Yeah, yeah.
I like the culture. I like what you guys doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course, man. We gotta be honest here. Like
Yeah, yeah,
Muslims,
yeah.
I can't be making dirty money, so that's why I do this.
No, no, they got that brotherhood over there, bro. Like I believe when this guy told me I'm working with my brother, I believe him. They got that concept of brotherhood. That's the
Yeah,
reason why.
that's why I said like you guys are brothers too, right?
Mhm.
So like I like that because I work with a lot of people are like you shouldn't work with your family and stuff like that. I'm like, why wouldn't you work with your family? Like, aren't they be supposed to be the people that you only trust, right?
Yeah.
So
all
yeah.
right,
Yeah, I feel
brother.
you, man. Well,
Thank
thank
you
you,
very
man. You have
much.
a good one.
All right, have a good one. Bye.
See you. See you.
Bueno.